So Craig just taught me what chicken strips are.
Oh my God. You know what? The things I don't think to tell you. Anyway.
Chicken strips on a tire.
Yes.
Who knew?
It's big in the street world, which means nothing, to be honest. But anyway.
Okay, so if you live in Dallas, Texas, then you're probably just coming out of your igloo because it's been snowing for a couple days.
Can you believe it?
Dude, at least it wasn't like last year.
Yeah, well
where it was terrible.
Where it rains and then freezes. Yeah, that's terrible.
That's what I was telling Craig is like, when it snows for a couple days and you get a couple days off work, that's good. But whenever you're like snowed in and lose power for 5 days, that sucks.
Oh yeah, that was the worst. Yeah.
You know what's funny too is kids will never have a snow day again.
Why?
Because like the kids, they could stay home from school, but they still had to bring their Chromebooks home and do schoolwork. So
right,
it's like now that they can all, after COVID, they figured out a way to do everything from home. They'll never be able to have a
no
true
more snow days.
Snow day like we used to have. Or wait, did it ever snow in South Africa?
No.
Not at all.
Not that I can remember.
How cold does it get there?
I mean, it gets cold, but it's never snowed. Yeah.
Anyway, so we're thawing out here.
Yep, good time. So we figured we would just go into. We told you that we would tell you when we have a bad experience. A bad experience with RiderShare, and we tell you when we have a good.
Let's say the experience was not with RiderShare; it was with a renter.
Yeah, right. Sorry, that's what we mean. We just meant with the service, I guess.
Yeah, RiderShare has been great, but we did have a unfortunate experience, so we told you guys we would tell you about it, so here we are.
Yeah, and we had a good one too, which is funny. It all has to do with the R7.
Yeah,
that R7 is renting.
Yes,
you guys, I'm telling
crazy.
You, make it happen.
So
the other thing is I had the guy that rented last used our link, got $50, rented the R7 for $50.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And then we got our $50, and then we can go and rent somebody's motorcycle.
Yeah, so if any of you guys want to rent a bike through us,
just check the link. It's in this. It's the link will be in the description.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, but if you have any questions, just shoot us a message or a comment or something, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So let's just start by in general, whenever you come to rent a bike from us, we have expectations. You have expectations. So whenever you are renting from us, we've said this before, that we do certain things for the bike so that that every time you're renting from MotoBros, the bike is going to be checked, it's going to be cleaned, it's,
right.
Tire pressure, all that
tire
stuff.
pressure, chain maintenance, check the throttle slack, stuff like that. And then just make sure, sometimes we don't get full gas because we don't have time.
Right.
But, that's just
we
marked.
We can usually work that out.
Right. That's not that big.
And in addition to that, when you schedule a certain time, we've always been able to make drop-offs, drop-off, pickup, delivery, meeting. We're always doing our best to make it a great experience for you guys.
Yeah, I want those 5 stars.
Right, because we want you to come back.
Yeah, you have a good experience. You're definitely telling your friends that you had a good experience. It's 100%.
We don't want a one-hitter quitter.
No, I want you to keep coming. We have a full line of rentals. You come rent the R7, then you can move to the R6, then you can move to the R1. You can ride a scrambler. You can have just an all-in-one that's here. And we're working on some deals with some other people that are renting, that want to rent in the city because they're not renting enough wherever they are in the boonies.
So we're just trying, we're always trying to find new, I guess, opportunities for you guys.
Yeah,
and we're to ride and to rent.
We're here to make money. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, we are a business too.
That's it.
So that being said, that's your expectations, that when you rent from us, that's what you're going to get every time.
Yeah.
Our expectations are, fairly simple, that when you come rent from us, you're going to bring the bike back the way that you got it, the way that you left it.
It's that simple. I would think that expectations from you guys is just rent a bike and bring it back, no issues.
Right.
And then you rent from us is what we want, is we just want no damage.
Yeah.
And bring it back the way it left.
And the thing is, I guess with all I can think of right now is, for some reason, when you get a rental car, some people respect other people's things, and other oh, this isn't my car, who cares? You go get a rental car, you're on vacation,
You gotta test it out. You know what I'm saying? Remember when we went to Vegas?
No, I am specifically thinking of California.
Oh, right.
On all the streets.
We had a Dart Charger. We were testing it out.
But like, there's a difference between that kind of stuff and like, trashing it, scratching it, doing stuff like that. Like, I guess we know you're renting a motorcycle.
Eating and spilling food in there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's not what we did. All I did was I tested the brakes sometimes, and then we went. You
still test the brakes to this day.
That's exactly right.
So anyways, like, we know when you're like renting a bike, the whole point is that you're gonna, test it out, test the limits. Right. But like, we also expect that you're gonna bring the bike back in one piece.
Right, and I would
preferably the way that you picked it up in.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, thank you. End of show.
Yeah. Yep. And podcast done.
Yeah.
So anyway, we let's just like get right to it. Tell you what happened.
So we rented out the R7 for 4 days.
Yeah,
so,
you had it for a while.
Yeah, he had it for 4 days. Now the nice thing was we went up to his house. We dropped it.
Well, tell them before about, because it ties into the story.
Oh, right. Okay. So just like we've explained before in the previous video about riders share, we do our due diligence. I put it up on the stand. I take pictures. I go into riders share. I get the renter's number. I send them pictures. I show them what's being done. I show them the pictures of the bike being completely clean, and then I send it to them. I'm like, hey, your bike's ready to go. And this just gives them a peace of mind that they know what's going on, and it helps us with having pictures. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times pictures have saved us. I cannot tell
100%.
Yes. So you have to do your due diligence with the pictures. Yeah. Anyway, so we sent that to him. The thing is he was like, hey, I need it delivered here. I was like, done. We'll deliver it. Not a big deal. So he was in South Lake. We drove to South Lake. We delivered it. And the only other thing that you guys need to know is when you are choosing delivery, just know we have to take 2 vehicles to pick you up and then drop you off. So that's the reason for the charges.
Right.
That's not for free. We're here to make business. If you want convenience, you're going to pay for convenience. Right. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Which is
time out of our day.
Yeah, and they have the option on. Yeah, they have the option on there, so it's not a big deal. You pay the fee. It's done. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we come there. We drop it off. The guy comes out. Super nice guy. He explains. He's like, I'm trying to get back into the world. The R7. Everybody's been talking about it. I figured I'd ride it, and that's it. Walked around.
He was a rider like back in the day, and then he kind of took a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
The previous rider, he's like, I'm getting back into it. But anyway, we did the due diligence, which is the nice thing, which rider share, you take pictures all around the bike, and then he does the same thing, check in, check out.
Well, another thing too is, specifically on the R7, since it had crate damage.
Yeah.
We if
you
there's
point
ever,
it out.
We point out anything right off the bat, oh, here, this is missing, fairing here, take a picture of that so it's in your records and our records. We're very upfront because we don't want issues to arise.
I don't want anything for free unless 100%. We have deals together or, that's pretty much the only time that we work together to work deals. I don't want anything from anybody that isn't, that I'm trying to hide.
Right.
I just want free, do my business, move on, that blah.
So anyway, the check-in was
the check-in was
normal.
awesome. He told us the story, normal, loved it, got on the bike, drove it into his garage. While we were turning around, I saw he had a Ferrari in there. I was like, man, awesome. In the garage next to Ferrari, no issues.
Yeah. Mostly because it was being parked in a garage.
Well, it's true. Yeah. The outside, if it's outside,
But you have to assume if he has a nice car like that, he's going to take care of his stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, man, perfect. No issues.
Yeah.
So nothing happens. We, it's time to pick it up. We go over there.
Yeah. So we didn't hear anything from him over the few days that he had it.
Yeah.
Right?
Which the thing is nothing happened.
Craig's usually the one who's texting with them. So,
nothing. So we go to pick it up, and he pulls it out, and immediately, and I'm not talking about 10 minutes down the line or whatever, immediately I see damage on the right side rear fender. And what that damage is from is every time he put his leg over the bike, he hit the fairing like that. So you can see these striations going like that, dum, dum, dum. And it wasn't once, it was every time. He put, I think 350 miles on the bike, almost 400.
That's kind of bad.
So every time he got on the bike, wherever he went, he hit it. So now the problem is, and I regret doing this, is when it's you don't think about it. I walked up to it. I looked at it. I pointed it out to him, and this is where stuff started to go downhill. Is he was like, it was like that when I got it.
Like, come on,
Now
dude.
this is when stuff goes downhill, because I said, no, it was not. I told him, I was like, no, it wasn't. This is a brand new bike. Why would I leave it like that? Now, we have to get past it because we have to get through the rental. It is what it is. But immediately, Kate and I are on the same page. This guy's going to be, it's going to be a hassle, because nobody in their right mind could see that the bike was fully cleaned when we brought it to him. And I'm not talking like, oh God, and this is where the problem comes in, is I saw it and I tried to wipe it just to make sure everything was okay. I should have taken a damn picture.
Because like when you see it, I
should have taken a
that's
picture.
just instinct. Like, let's say you're in the parking lot, you see something on your car, you're like, oh man,
you
you
wipe
want to
it.
see if it'll come out. So like Craig was
I just
hoping
wanted to see
that
if it was just
a
like,
little thing that
if
he
it
could
was
just,
like dirt.
Rub out.
Right,
But
and that's the problem.
unfortunately,
I should have taken a picture, and I regret it now, because what I did is I cleaned it, and you could see that it was through the clear. So I was like, oh God, because now the problem is it's not even on me, but now I have to feel bad in order to say, hey, you need to replace this fairing.
Well, here's the
which
thing
is
too,
ridiculous.
is like, that's for him, maybe he was seeing it and being like, oh, come on, like really? But like to us, that's our brand new bike.
Yeah.
Like we've only had it for a couple months. And it's like, like who wants that? It's like getting a brand new iPhone and then you have a scratch on it. Like after a couple months, it sucks.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put the picture up now. And we'll continue to talk. So look at that. It is through the paint. So that, like, giving the guy the benefit of the doubt, he could have not even noticed because he hasn't ridden bikes in a while. He just kept hitting his foot there. It is what it is.
Well, here's the thing too, is like, I fully believe that he didn't notice. I really think that he probably didn't know it was happening.
Right.
But, when you pointed it out, here's the response that I would expect is like, oh man, like I can't, like, it's just something like, man, let me know if you can like, do anything to get it out, or let me know what needs to be done. And I guess we kind of did leave like that, but he was very like kind of defensive.
Right. Well, the thing is the start of the downhill is it came here like it
when
was like
said,
that.
Yeah.
Like
that. That's just
after
automatically we knew
after
that it was
anything
dishonest.
you say is just going to be dishonesty, because what you're doing is you're trying to take advantage, and you're not taking responsibility for what you did, and it's ridiculous.
Right.
So I refuse to let that happen. Like, so here's the thing. Let's just give you the whole story. So we did that. We went round and round. I cleaned it. I was like, dude, that's through the paint. You're probably going to have to pay for that fairing. We left he was like, okay, just let me know what needs to happen or whatever.
Right. When we left, he had a good attitude and was like, kind of like, man, okay, but, I'm not sure, but just let me know.
Right, exactly. So the thing is I get it back here. Now, what I'm trying, we do ceramic coating, and we've got stuff for paint correction and stuff back here, for motorcycles and cars. But the problem is now I start to try fix that. Now I just from doing all this stuff previously, I know it's through the clear. So now I'm trying to think of how to do this and fix it, and I'm buffing it, and it starts to look like crap. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. This is not my problem. I didn't do this. This guy needs to pay for the fairing. So it's not like I'm trying to take advantage of him. So I text him. I'm like, listen, dude, sorry to make this text. It's through the clear. There's nothing I can do. You have to fix it. So what he turns around and he does is he's like, man, why can't you just touch up paint it? It's not a big deal. So now the problem is I already have that taste in my mouth when he said it showed up like that, because that is complete dishonesty.
Yeah.
And dude, it's never going to happen.
So we already knew it was
You're not going to take advantage of me. It's that simple. So what I did is, we went into a long discussion of, he shouldn't have to pay for this. And but I was like, dude, that's not the way the bike arrived. And it was just a long discussion. So at the end of it, I was like, listen, dude, you don't have to pay me anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to your garage and scratch your Ferrari, and then we'll just call it even. Because it gets past the point of this is a waste of time.
Right.
Now.
Like, let me say something that he might actually understand.
Right. I'm trying to get through to him because he continuously is like, it's not my fault. It was like that. So I try and get the point across to help him understand. And then I think once it clicked for him, he didn't, he's like, okay, you get ghosted. So,
another thing that was, that I think maybe he didn't, I don't know if he didn't understand or just didn't care, but, whenever he's like, just buff it out or, just touch it up. Like, it's not as easy as just pulling out a paint can and, touching it up. Like, it's...
Yeah, but you have to go buy that paint.
Right.
You have to get the stuff to make. You have to get the stuff to buff it or fix it. Like, it's amazing what people just think it's, just put that on there. You know what? You put that on your stuff, I'll get mine fixed correctly.
It's just easy for somebody else to say that when they're not
when it's not theirs.
The work.
Yeah. So I reached the point where I was like, no, that's not happening. So the nice thing is RiderShare has this reimbursement tab. You just click reimbursement, put what they owe you. And it's not like I charged them to install it and remove the old part and none of that. All I did was I charged them the dealer cost that nobody else can get. The bare minimum just to get that fairing back. And then, of course, RiderShare does their due diligence. They're like, well, we need to see the receipt and make sure that, you're not trying to make money because you don't know.
Right.
Maybe I'm trying to make money off this guy, maybe, but it just
they also asked for like pictures and
right. Yeah. They asked for all the evidence and then I sent
Right.
them everything, like his text messages and showing them that the nice thing is that the timestamp of when I sent them cleaning the motorcycle. And that's the thing that you guys need to know is taking pictures is like part of life for me, and it saved us so many times. So all I did was, in the argument that I was having with him to repair the fairings, I sent him the pictures and the great thing, thank God, it was from this side. I sent him the pictures of it being cleaned and there's no issue of the fairing. I sent him the RiderShare pictures of drop off, the fairings not scratched. So, and it blows my mind that the guy was like, he's still, to this day, is like, it showed up like that.
Unfortunately, it was crystal clear what the issue was, and no matter how it happened, he was responsible for it. So, Craig went to him and said, hey, let's try to handle this off RiderShare, but that didn't work. So, we escalated it through RiderShare.
And that's the thing is maybe...
Where basically they're like the mediator.
Right, and the thing is I try to do it outside just to get it done, no hassles, and then, you move on your way. But when it doesn't happen, I don't mind going through RiderShare.
That's what it's there for.
I don't need anything from anybody for free. We've got our stuff here. I want you to rent. Give me my money. Come back and go. So, and what it turns out to be is, he gets upset. And the weirdest, this is why it just blows my mind how people think, is he leaves us he leaves us a 1-star review, obviously. But what he does is he's like, he used these exact words, exceptional rental service
he's like,
from MotoBros.
Like great motorcycle and, whatever great experience that you just said. But then he went into like this whole, emotional, opinionated thing. And
how he shouldn't have to pay for something that should have been touched up. And it blows my mind.
So he acknowledged there was a problem. But
he
he basically accused us of trying to do all this just for
an extra $87 and $15.
Which, by the way,
$87 and
he
15
did pay it like almost immediately after the RiderShare sent the reimbursement to him. He paid it, and then he went and left a bad review.
It's $87.
Which said, that the motorcycle and all of our service was great, but he didn't, like the way we handled that.
Yeah, and he didn't like the way we handled it and RiderShare handled it in the...
Yeah, he was going after RiderShare a little bit.
Yeah, because he called RiderShare to, I guess, complain or whatever. But the nice thing is we've dealt with RiderShare before. We haven't had any issues. This was the first issue, but RiderShare just looked at the facts.
Evidence,
The facts. So you have pictures of before, time-stamped. This, I can't tell you guys, take pictures.
If you take anything from this podcast, take pictures.
You know how many times it saved us in the shop? I can at least think of 10 times that it saved us. Like, take pictures. It does due diligence. The other thing is if you're the renter, the rentee, take pictures, because the renter could do this to get money. Yeah. Like, they're like, hey, this was damaged and it wasn't damaged and you didn't take pictures. There's nothing you can do. They will, it's not that they can force you to pay it, but I don't know how that works with RiderShare side, but you want to take care of yourself. People are not the greatest these days. Yeah. And I'm talking about the people that you don't know. If you have, you know what I'm saying. I don't need to explain.
Yeah. I mean, you can't trust
people
you can't trust
anybody
anymore. And basically, if you're renting from us, we're not going to be trying to take advantage, but we haven't had any experience renting motorcycles from other people, obviously. Yet we're thinking about trying to do it.
Dude, we got to go through it.
But that's something you have to consider too when you're going to rent a bike from someone else, is you never know what they might have set up. So just take care of yourself, rent from a reputable place, and take pictures. Like, even after this happened, whenever I've been doing check-ins, you know, on the check-in, it says that you need a picture of each side of the bike, you know, just a whole general view. But I've been getting just some extra close-up pictures just because why not?
The great thing is Kate is learning, like, wear locations. And what I mean by that, I mean like the tank where your belt buckle touches, or like the side fairing where you flip your leg over.
Like Kate, that's stuff I wouldn't have ever even thought about.
And that's that's a mistake that we made, because I thought about it, but we didn't take pictures, and now we do. We make sure that that's an actual shot that we get, so there's no issues. Like, the thing is the problem is I don't want to have to text this guy and say, hey, you've got to replace. It's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
But I am not being taken advantage of. It's that simple.
And y'all, like, what you have to understand too is, Craig, like, after this happened, you went back and forth, like, man, like, do I just take care of it, or like, because we really don't want issues. Like, this is not what we are looking for.
Yeah, like, the thing is listen, this guy, I never want him as a customer. He's somebody that will waste my time, which is fine. But the thing is that was a potential customer.
Right.
That if it rented well, maybe next time he would have been like, cool. You know, the good thing is like, this happens. We can tell he's untrustworthy. I would never want him back here ever again, which is, it is what it is, but it's that
still
potential.
A customer
Plus,
lost.
it's the potential of him saying, hey, here's the place to rent.
Yeah.
Never happened. And the sad thing is it's not even our fault. And this is the way things work in the motorcycle world. You can have things that are not even our fault, and it still comes back on us.
Yeah.
So it's a sad thing.
But at the end of the day, I think that even after all is said and done, if, let's just say he got his way and you just said, okay, whatever, I'm just going to handle it, he still wouldn't have come back as a customer.
No, but that's it. That's why, because, I was sitting back there trying to fix it, touch, and I was like, you know what? Nope, you're giving me my fairing. And then that's when I contacted him, because, dude, I'm losing money. I have to go back there, try fix it, waste my time. I have other work to do. I'd much rather go be playing with my kids or something. No, not happening. You're going to give me my damn fairing. I'm going to put it on the bike. You can be unhappy because you have horrible morals. So, not happening. Anyway, let's talk about the good one, because the good one was I'm not going to say it was like an exceptional.
UPS is slipping and sliding in here.
Oh, God. Oh, dude, don't let him fall. Got some parts. Oh, my God.
We have this huge, there's shade. So there's a big, slab of ice all the doors.
After we get done, let's just take a shot of it. Yeah. No. Take a little video so they can see it.
It's, everything else in the parking lot is dry except for the front end shade.
Right in front of the door.
There's no way to avoid it. You have to slip and slide on the ice to get to the door.
I'll show you guys.
Anyway, so that was the negative, but we also had a really good experience that we wanted to tell you guys about.
Okay, so the thing is
special shout
what
out.
it is it's not an exceptional experience. It's just the way things should be done.
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense? Because I know we say exceptional, but it's not. It's the way things should be done. So when you rent a bike, if something happens, you fix it. It's mind-blowing that I have to explain this, but there's people out there that, like this guy, that they just don't understand. But anyway, Luke, listen, you can rent from me anytime you want, and I really appreciate the good business, man. I hope you watch this. I know we gave you a YouTube channel. Please, you rent from me anytime you want. I'll go above and beyond for you. So the nice thing it was the R7 again, it's great. I mean, I can't tell you, the R7 is...
People are loving it.
Yeah, might as well get like 9 of those things.
May as well.
So he comes, he shows up, he takes a look at it, everything's fine, he leaves, done. And he rented it for 3 days. So he contacts me 2 days in, and he's like, hey man, I had something terrible happen, just letting you know. And he sends me a picture. There's a massive hole in the rear tire. Not a big deal. Like, all I did was I text him. I was like, hey, do you need me to come pick you up right now?
Right.
I'll give you a discounted rate at the shop. I don't want to take advantage of people that are already giving us business. So it's no use me charging them an arm and a leg. I want to get them back. Or what I want to do is get him back here, change the tire, charge him we'll give him a discounted rate, and then get him back on the way so he can finish his rental.
Right.
Because I believe
because
there's no
his,
canceling in the middle.
No, I don't
there's
think so.
not. Yeah.
But from his perspective too, like that's time that he's missing out as well on his rental. You know, that's his money wasted too. The longer he's got that nail. So anyway.
Exactly. So he calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm in Trophy Club, which it's quite far." So he's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm getting it taken to a dealership here. They'll just change the tire." Simple. Just doesn't get any more simple than that. I was like, cool. I was like, hey, because the thing is, you know, I don't really trust other dealerships. So I was like, hey, are you sure? I'll come get it. You know, it is what it is. He's like, no, I'll just take it. So I'm not going to argue with him. I'm not going to go back and forth. Hey, I want the bike. It's not a big deal. All I said was, I was like, hey, just make sure your things are done right. So he did what he did, and it is what it is. So the bike gets to the dealership, puts a new tire on. Now, here's just, you know, I would say it's exceptional, but it's not. It's just regular. Shows up, comes, we take our pictures. Everything looks good. The tire's installed. Nothing about, hey, you owe me for the tire. Right. Your tire didn't have that much tread on. Yeah, time lost. None of that.
I can totally see somebody being like, no, but that's
the problem is you expect it. Like I told Kate, I was like, let's see what happens now when he brings it back with the new tire on.
Yeah.
Not even a word. All he said was, he's like, hey, I got the new tire. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, it's just, it shouldn't even be an issue. Like you rented the bike, you got the flat tire, you have to replace it. It's not my fault. You got the flat. And I mean, Luke, dude, like you have, if you need anything, you have, or I'd say you have earned my business. I'd say you.
Do you need a place to stay? Yeah. Because Craig's ready to offer up his bed.
Yeah, but the thing is I go after people like that.
Yeah.
That is a decent human being that I want over here to be a member and enjoy. And those are the people I want 20 people here at max that are members and close the doors.
Well, the thing is too, is like I know exactly what you're trying to say. We feel like that was an amazing experience, right. But at the end of the day, it's like all the other times that we've had rentals and people bring the bike back with no issues. Like that was an amazing experience because like you just did exactly what you said you were going to do. You brought the bike back as you picked it up. And I guess it's just like maybe we like don't have high expectations anymore. We always assume the worst because like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know what you're saying. It's in the motorcycle world. Like, just an example, like when somebody brings us a bike here that's been worked on and we have one back there that's worked on from another shop. They've created an issue. Then it comes over here. We fix the issue, and then something else goes bad. And let's say it was from that other shop. Right. We get blamed for it. Right. When it's not. It has nothing to even do with the work that we did, but we get blamed for it.
Yeah.
So that's why shops tend to not take, you know, it's kind of in that, you see what I'm trying to say? Kind of in the same.
Well, I think what it is too is like in a regular rental, you know, somebody rents it, brings it back, no issues. This time he had an issue, but took care of it. Yeah. And so it's just like,
I don't know. It's weird.
We really appreciated it, I guess, you know, especially having had this not great experience. We just really appreciated somebody doing things, you know, the way that we would do them. And, you know, that's it. We just appreciated it. And honesty too, like obviously shortly after it happened, you know, sent Craig a text and asked him basically how does he want to handle it, which was super respectful too.
But that's the thing is it's not his motorcycle.
Right.
Like if I said, hey, just lay where you are, I need to come get the motorcycle. It's my motorcycle. It's an issue during renting. We take care of it. It is what it is. But, you know, obviously I'm not going to pressure the guy to bring it here. He can take it wherever he wants. But that's the thing is it should be my option. Right. It's my motorcycle. And I mean, the way this was handled was like the thing is I keep saying it. We say it's an exceptional experience, but it's not. It's a regular doing business the right way. Well, that's why that guy has earned my business, but he he can come here anytime and whatever he needs, I'll take care of it.
He's earned your respect.
He's earned my respect
the thing is too, is you know, whenever he came to pick up the bike, him and his wife both came and like super nice. And you know, they both had, what am I trying to say? Experience riding. Yeah. So it's like we've talked about people in the motorcycle world who like you don't want to be around, who you don't want to do business with. These people we do because that's the kind of people that you want to ride with. They are looking out for you, and I mean, at least I would assume that.
No, I mean,
those are the kind of people you want to ride with, and
you don't want to ride with the people that don't care, or like, this, like when I say don't care, is like if they had to hit you, they would take off. Or those are the people. That's the reason why we have some of the members that we have. Members that we have here have mentioned they are sick and tired of the group rides where everything just goes haywire, and it's not really an enjoyment of the ride.
Yeah, it's just all about me and screw all you other people.
It's a mess, and if they crash or they hit your bike or something like that, people are tired of that.
Yeah, look out for other people. And so anyway, I just feel like Luke and his wife, you could just tell that they love riding, and they respect other riders.
What's funny is he rented it for that memorial. He's like, I rented the R7 for the memorial for that rider. Yeah. So that's nice.
Yeah, awesome.
Come rent for memorial, have a great time, come back, awesome. And so anyway, but so that's it. So it's just, I don't know.
Basically,
it's disappointing.
We had two not major incidences, but incidents happen, both handled in two completely different ways.
And that's the thing is like it's a $87 fairing or whatever. It's not that big of a deal, but it's the integrity of what continues after that the issue that we have, which there was none.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, listen. Oh man, saying that it showed up like that was I could have, I don't know. Like you guys have been to the point where I'm like the blatancy of just saying that. Like I wanted to.
Yep.
Oh man. Anyway.
I looked at Craig and I was like, oh no, this is.
Listen. You're anyway. We'll just leave it.
We got past that. So anyway, it was nice to see somebody handle it in a completely different way. We just really appreciate it.
You know what it does is it makes it worthwhile. I'll take the crappy one because what it does, and it's the same thing with people that we deal with in business and stuff like that. What it does is it eliminates that person from having my time wasted. Mm-hmm. Like, now that's another person off my list. So if that guy he can order something online, sure, I'll ship it to him.
I don't think he will.
But if he ever comes here and he's like, hey man, I need service, and I recognize him, because anyway, I won't say I won't say what we do, but I'll just be like, there's no, I would, across the street we're fully booked. So. But that's the thing is I just,
that's, maybe that sounds harsh, but I think
you don't want to do business with them.
It does, but there are people out there, like, you've been doing this long enough, and that's kind of the whole reason. We take all customers, but we do memberships and stuff for a reason, because Craig's been doing this long enough to know that he's tired of dealing with those kinds of people who just don't give a crap about anybody but themselves. Like, we want people who are passionate, love bikes, look out for other bikers, like, just good people.
Come on private rides, come on events, come watch a movie with us. We have the new, what do we have coming up? The Matrix. We have the Matrix on Wednesday.
There's a new Matrix?
Jeez, you know what? Never mind what she's saying. But we have the Matrix members come and watch, free popcorn, drinks. Like, what I want to do is I want to put the time in with people that support me. That's
we want to build the
community basically that.
Of people who worth it.
It's like a gym membership. You go, you work out, you come back, you're done. Here, you come, you hang out, ping pong, discounted rates, all kinds of stuff. So you can come race the sim and stuff. And what my wife is saying is, it's just, I want to get rid of the people that just, I don't know, are just, I say the riffraff, like.
Well, the thing is like, I think we've just come to feel that, like, when those types of incidents happen, it's more of a mental drain. It's like, I don't know if it's because we're older, or we've been dealing with it for so long. It
takes
like,
a toll.
You're just like, whereas early, back in the day, you kind of maybe had more time or energy to put up with it or deal with it. We're just like, nah, rather not, because there's other good people out here who I'd rather give my time.
Exactly, and that's what you want to do.
So,
get rid of the negativity is what it is.
Anyway, we have tons of great customers and members who we appreciate, who are respectful, who are loyal, who honestly, who we love, and we love to see you like pull up. We're like, oh, so.
I mean, Dakota, I don't really love seeing you.
So anyway, like.
You too, Michael.
Okay. You're going to make some of our members feel left out. What about me?
Oh God. Anyway, but that's it. So we'll chat with you guys later. Any questions, especially on the rider share stuff, we have a lot of insight now that we've been dealing, and we try and learn as much as we can about the process. And yeah, there shouldn't be any issues in the future, but I'm telling you this, we will come on here and chat with you guys.
I'm sure there will be more issues. I mean,
I'm hoping there won't be. That's what I'm saying.
We're now that the weather is, well, I guess it's only February, but hopefully it'll be warming up soon. So we're hoping that it's going to start, bikes are going to start renting out a lot. The R7 especially, I know we already said that thing has been renting like crazy. Yeah. We even had like a back-to-back.
Yep.
Like in one day.
People want to test it out, man. You got to test it out. And it's done nicely. M4. And then we put some spools on there and the quick shifter. And
also, in fact, somebody just came and used their referral link the other day. But if you look in the description of this video, there's a link to
get yourself $50.
You get $50 towards a rental.
Towards a rental,
and you can rent one of ours for $50. What was
no,
it?
so it's you get $50.
Okay.
Yeah. So cool. What they want to do is they want to get the first business, which is normal for a business.
Yeah.
So you rent. After that rental's complete, you get $50.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you click on ours, sign up, you come rent. And that's what's funny is the other day the guy did do it. He used our referral. He gets $50, and now he has $50 to do another rental. Yeah. You can rent the Grom for free. It's $50 because it's free.
That's what I was thinking.
Or you can rent the Scrambler. That's $75, so it'd be $20. It just makes sense. Yeah. So if you're in the DFW area, come and rent some bikes. We've got some killer ones that you guys can have a great time on.
Yeah, the weather's going to be warming up soon, so I hope we see more of you guys.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be balling.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, don't forget we got the hunt coming on.
That's another day.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Okay. This is what we're talking about. Coming to deliver me some packages. Like it is, and look, it's no joke. Look here. Look how thick it is.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
There's not even a like awning or any shade.
No.
Hold on, it keeps.
Crazy.
So as you guys can see, the whole rest of the parking lot is dry.
Look at that.
And then. God.
Look at that.
Yeah, perfect. Now you can see.
Let's see if I can pick this up.
Hey Craig, don't you want to go for a jog at the back to the end? Oh. Dude, it is so thick.
Holy crap.
You were going to bust it. Wow.
Holy crap.
Much drama.
Yeah.